wreckage of what now is gone. Back to you to fight another day. I'll go on and on and on and on. I'm facing the demons I created with every last part of me. The pain will fade and I'll go on and on and on and on. Black and blue, I crawl to you. Black and blue, I crawl to you.
Heyo, Ace. Ready to look at some fake news? And hey, welcome to The Onion. This is a SmackDown episode about The Onion. And we're gonna read and laugh. And later on, we're gonna look at a subreddit for people who don't get the joke. So let's go. New Zillow feature lets users track happy lives of people.
Disclaimer, all news articles featured in this website and this episode are entirely fictional. Please don't implement a grain of salt.
Alright, blah 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 blah. New Zillow feature lets users track happy lives of people who outbid them for Dream House. What? In an attempt to expand its customer base for those whose homeownership remains out of reach, Zillow rolled out a new feature Friday that lets users track the happy lives of people who outbid them for their dream house. Oof. All you have to do is enter your zip code, have an offer turned down on a home that was perfect for you, and then watch a couple who was willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars move into the place and build a wonderful life there. Brilliant.
Wow. That totally doesn't raise any security concerns at all.
Yes, like, if this were real, I would probably, have like a shitty, not really shitty, but like a good house, like have that and try to get people to, buy that house, people I hate, and then spy on them. That's what I would do.
Yeah, Big Brother, fuck you edition.
Yes. So this would send users regular updates on the winning bidders, as choices that offer success for champagne, share tender family moments in the home, and generally enjoy the picture-perfect existence that could have been your users if they just had a bit more money. Cooking. Yes. Our tracking tool is to let you see everything.
See if I can find some things.
Alright. Blah, 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 blah.
Of course, the onion's the first result I get when I search for onion. Not the vegetable. The fucking website is first.
Fantasy owner struggles with morality after absolutely swindling friend in last place. Anxiety and ALA. Sleep on Friday night. Local fantasy football owner Max Sheridan was his friend in last place. He is recognized as Matt Ryan, and the star that was struggling along the whole time. Sheridan, who flipped through some Bible passages on forgiveness and greed while wondering how the desire to win could drive him to the ship's depths. I keep telling myself that he's just a work buddy, but that doesn't make it. Does that make it okay? I knew what I was doing was wrong. I also know I needed Austin Giller if I was going to compete for the championship, so I still did it. What does that make me? But wouldn't Brett do the same thing if he were in my position? He's even worse than me. Better winning than someone like him, right? At press time, all of Sheridan's concerns had disappeared after winning the weekly $25 pool for most points in a week. Okay. You want to get political? GH?
Let's get as political. Let's skeeter the line. I like skeetering the line. This is skeetering the line.
Okay. Sonyo, don't kill me for this.
Yep. Let's laugh at some old.
If I were you, I'd go after Finland, says Biden trying to dissuade Putin from invading Ukraine. In an effort to stand on the Russian leader from invading Ukraine, President Joe Biden repeatedly told Putin Wednesday, You know, if I were you, I'd go out to Finland. Ukraine's cool and everything, but Finland has like an eighth of the people and twice the GDP. It'd be a breeze to annex, really. Says Biden in a phone call. That is true. That's funny. Open to avert a global crisis by convincing Putin out of all the boring...
Biden's stroking someone's ego.
Yes. Partial tag, the small Scandinavian had the most bang for a buck. Look, I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm just reminding you that you've got options. Why would you want a Slavic... What was I gonna say? You're already a Slavic country. It makes no sense. Honestly, I doubt if it would put up much of a fight. Plus, I just Googled Finland and wow, looks beautiful! You can't visit Santa Claus visits in Ukraine! At the same time, Putin added invading Finland would also put Putin in directly position to invade Sweden.
No more IKEA! Yay!
No more IKEA! Yay! Now it's gonna be Putin Kia. Or something.
Putin Kia?
Yes.
Putin in my Kia. Okay.
Oh boy, Ace has something.
Okay, that's one.
Okay, school shooter thankfully stopped before doing enough damage to restart national gun debates.
It was this close to making people talk about things.
Yes, like, this gets me an idea. Like, what if some dude were to, you know, say, oh god, we need gun control, so, like, he shoots up a school just so he kills just enough people to start the conversation, and then changes his identity and becomes a politician.
Why does that sound like a movie Derek Savage would make?
I don't know. Merrimack, Ohio.
Well, school town already tried to save a school from...
Yes, raising those and let them action to prevent the incident from escalating.
that monkey did it better.
Yes. He had thankfully stopped the school shooter before he had done enough damage to restart the national gun debate. We are all certainly glad that the shooter was only able to kill 2 students and injure a teacher before law enforcement arrived and prevented it from becoming a full-blown national dialogue. That's exactly what you do.
Yeah, this ain't dialogue. This is just a meanwhile story. Here's something more lighthearted next.
Alright. Alright, let me get it. Okay then. Alright. Square Enix writers explain why they'll never put the coward Marlin in the Kingdom Hearts game. Readers, get ready for some gaming insight because the Square Enix writers behind the hit Kingdom Hearts series have given us an exclusive interview about why they'll never include the coward Marlin the Clownfish in their game. It has always been their rule to integrate Disney and Pixar characters in the series in ways that are not only expected, but also fun for players, which is why we're never bringing that piece of shit fist into our universe. That chicken shit sissy who almost ruined his poor son's life. Upper Brooks and the hit film Finding Nemo would never get the chance to so much as meet Sora and his friends. Our insistence on this point has caused some tension with the Disney brass, especially after Finding Dory came out. But what the fuck are they going to do? This is our choice, but I'd rather die than seeing that sniveling asshole interacting with Sora, Goofy, and the rest of the game. Nemo! According to Square Enix, the studio did have some preliminary conversations with Disney CEO Bob Iger around including the lip-dick candy-ass clownfish in Kingdom Hearts 3, specifically suggesting that they could put the hit on a spike or include him in the realm of darkness, being tortured by the Heartless for being such a little bitch bee that he could take on his skull. Should I read the rest of this before we do? Oh! Another school shooting one. This is way too good not to know right
Oh
now.
boy. Why does everything have to come back to...
Because we have Ace here.
They really have the guts to mention school shootings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the thing about comedy is that
Yeah.
a lot of good comedies edgy. NRA sets 1,000 killed and
Yeah,
school
comedy at its core is making light of tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but school shooting And need I say 9/11? They shouldn't be joked about.
Yeah.
It's been 20 years since 9/11. I think the time for too soon is up.
Yeah.
So
Mom wants to double check and see if you really don't want the honey bites.
No, I'm not interested.
Alright, NRA said it's a 1,000-kill school shooting as amount it would take for them to reconsider much of anything. Fairfax, Virginia, National Rifle Association Executive Vice President and CEO Wayne LaPierre said Monday that somewhere around 1,000 kids would have to die in a school shooting for the organization to reconsider their long-standing opposition to gun control. And even if we have gun control, America's so fucking gun obsessed that we treat guns like it's somehow this giant fucking human right. And apparently, we're still...
I mean, I think it's like a kind of thing for like the people that own guns and are willing to hold on to them for dear life. They're probably using them as like a scapegoat for their dick or lack thereof.
I mean, if you really want guns, just have the government give everyone a pistol. One pistol, so everyone has Matt as a baby.
I'll run my government-mandated regulated gun.
Yes. Yes, that's the point. If only way 1,000 dead kids showed up pretty good, lying face down in the school auditorium or something like that. Alright, let me see. Ooh, This Week in Pictures. February 19th, 2018.
From February 19th, 2018, the pre-COVID days.
Yes.
yeah,
I smell Parkland.
yeah. January,
Let's see some pictures.
February, like January, February, and half of March were
Why aren't the pictures loading?
was good of 2020 because half of them up to late March.
Yeah, up until late March,
Yeah,
that's
don't you
when
just
all the
hate that?
lockdown started.
Yeah. And I just said, don't you just hate it when, say, it would take a little while for pictures to load? Or
Yeah.
sometimes they just flat out wouldn't.
Alright, let's just take a look at the articles themselves. And there's none. There's no picture for this one. Italian grandmother doesn't have any heart to tell family any dipshit can make lasagna. We're just gonna look at the headlines.
Oh, yeah, because she makes the best lasagna, and they act like they can't make it.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna put this in a different tab. Alright, one sec. Okay. Detective refuses to pry into circumstances of murder out of respect for deceased.
What? Like, oh, we gotta respect the dead, so we're not gonna look into how they're dead. We're not going to arrest a criminal out of respect for the victim. What?
Yes, when Islamic terrorist attack happens and people don't want to blame Islam. That's basically it. Alright. Whoa, last person on treadmill ran 8 miles! AKA nowhere.
Holy shit! I'm not human!
I
can't see anything.
Last time you big hit, you was 8 mile on a treadmill.
We're just going through headlines at this point.
Study finds cats only meow when they want to alert owner of neighbor's murder. They
gotta
go! Dude, look at my
Turn the
screen share.
screen share off and back on, Eli.
Man, but
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Look at the faster.
Oh, you put them. Oh, they're put in the chat.
I can just tell by the voice that Eli is in a place with bad internet, because he keeps cutting out.
Yeah, study finds cats only meow when they want to alert owner of neighbor's murder and they witness for window. Wow.
Wow. Are you sure they
Video
only
picture.
witnessed the murder, though?
We're gonna go back to full articles once we go through all these headlines because there are no images in This Week in Pictures. And Olympic
Okay.
drug testing official left horribly disfigured after coming into contact with Russian urine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. In Soviet Russia, urine test you.
Alright. Nation praying for super nasty luge incident. Expressing a deep desire to see an unbelievably gut-wrenching and epic crash, Americans across the country were reportedly praying Monday for a super nasty luge accident. I hope we get the chance to watch a guy lose control of the sled, slam really hard on the wall, and go tumbling down the ice track head over heels like a fucking ragdoll. Gruesome!
Oh my god, is this a video game?
Yes. Alright. Cities move to outlaw hollow point silver bullets after wave of gruesome werewolf slayings. Claiming to be the common sense measure we've taken to life. There is simply no
Sweet.
place on our streets for ammunition with
justice.
the effective capability to blow off a werewolf's entire head on one blast. Said of Mayor Steve Adler, who was
Like,
moved to
all the
champion.
furries marching because their werewolf boyfriends keep dying in the streets.
Yes. Yes. Furry rights, ladies and gentlemen.
They're like, where am I gonna get 14 werewolves to fuck you now?
I'm gonna search that.
Okay. Alright. Eddie Bauer announces new line of brown clothes. Lame.
Okay. I guess that's what comedy is, right? At its core, it's a bit lame.
Yeah,
To no longer teach students about autoerotic asphyxiation. When did they start?
Alright, let's read this. In a landmark overhaul of traditional curriculum standards, the Texas State Board of Education voted Tuesday in favor of a legislative recommendation that public high schools no longer require teachers to include autoerotic asphyxiation in a health education curriculum. We stand firm in our belief that we should not be instructing our children in the practice of fastening a belt to a bedpost or doorknob and then looping the other end around their necks, restricting the flow of oxygen to their brains to increase sexual arousal during self-stimulation of their genitals, ultimately achieving a transcendent, shuddering climax, said the board of the committee.
You're just teaching you about it in this article, you moron.
Yes. Furthermore, the board finds that studies suggesting autoerotic asphyxiation increases when not taught in schools are just at best. While sexual breath play has been a mainstay of Texas sex ed for more than 60 years, we now feel the subject is inappropriate and quite possibly dangerous. At press time, a coalition of parents groups had released a statement confirming that they would be homeschooling their children in traditional Texas asphyxiophilia. Let's get out of here.
Next.
Yeah, Trump announces plan to replace food stamps with new low-income foraging program. Is this too political?
Oh my god.
Is this too political?
I mean, I don't know, but it's too Trump, and I think we can skip this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way too Trump. Alright, Congress confused by $500 million in Trump's budget to advocate for laser stuff.
For laser stuff?
I think that's
Laser stuff?
Yeah, I think that's a joke, and I believe we've Oh, this one! This is way too good. Priest regrets vow of celibacy after learning about furries. Saying that he felt a sinking feeling of remorse while scrolling through dozens of online search results about the subculture. Roman Catholic priest Father Tom Shamblin admitted Monday that he has come to deeply regret his vow of celibacy since finding about furries. I think I understood what I was giving up when I made a solemn promise to God. We'll get to that one eventually.
Wow.
When I was in chase for the rest of my life. But that was before I realized I could not put on one of those plush cartoon animal suits and engage in sexual role-playing as a fox or cat, said the visibly crestfallen priest. adding that the more time he spent browsing DeviantArt GIF accounts and reading erotic Lion King fanfiction, the more he realized what a massive mistake he had made in joining the priesthood. I knew it would be a sacrifice, but come on, no one told me I'd also be standing for one of these amazing conventions. There's a whole world of fur and fun out there that I'm missing out on. What have I done? She'd been ordained, where priests had been allowed to dress up as...
It's never too late to repent.
furry animal characters. Alright, speaking of furries, let's check out this one. Sesame Street introduces first enigmatic Muppet who has yet to reveal true intentions. Renewing their commitments...
Enigmatic, meaning mysterious.
Enigmatic. Diverse representation, the producers of Sesame Street introduced the first deeply enigmatic Muppet character on Thursday, a fuzzy, frail, and vacant-eyed monster who has yet to reveal his true intentions. He looks like a crack addict.
We don't know, though.
Mysterious, unsettling personas who speak in cryptic verse and invoke a sense of portentous doom! Head writer Ken Scarborough said of Rodolfo, a pale and perplexing puppet who, in his debut episode, hovers motionlessly in the background of every scene, eventually stepping forward to challenge the viewer with an inscrutable riddle. We have Rodolfo looking up at the sky a lot, tearing absently at his fur, and counting backward from 10 over and over for no discernible reason. This adds an air of authenticity to the character, and will introduce children to the kinds of haunting and inexplicable figures that may one day find lurking in the shadows of our own lives. Longtime fans can also watch as beloved residents of Sesame Street like Big Bird, Abby Dabby, and Elmo, and mumble verily to themselves in an attempt to discern whether Rodolfo was rendered never going to find an answer. At press time, children watching the latest episode had reportedly been driven to madness by the reported deployment of Rodolfo's catchphrase. It's coming soon. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Alright, back to this week in pictures. Back to the... Raw wins Westminster God Show. Raw's taking top honors at
A God show? There's a God show?
Yes, apparently there is.
The only true God is the God you make of yourself. Praise be the concept of Satan.
Yes. John Kelly takes responsibility for failing to properly silence victims. White House now just holding continuous going-away party for departing staffers.
Wow. It's just a going-away party forever because people leave all the fucking time.
Relationship experts say mailing body parts to X on Valentine's Day, only way to win them back.
No, that's how you get a restraining order and an autograph.
Man who forgot to buy a Valentine's Day gift released to remember wife passed away years ago. Dark.
Hooray!
Hentai message board features surprisingly close-knit, supportive community. Noting the deep and genuine... Okay, this is way too good. Noting the deep and genuine mutual fondness that fans of pornographic Japanese imagery have displayed in the site's comments, posts, and private messages. Sources confirmed Wednesday that the popular hentai message board, Your Hentai World, was home to a surprisingly close-knit and supportive user community. Initially, I expected everyone would just recommend their favorite pubescent cat girl manga, incest dating games, or good old tentacle sex videos. Yeah, I couldn't help but noticing how they knew each other extremely well, said 28-year-old shoe salesman and former newcomer Adam Cantrell, who was surprised to find numerous discussion pages showcasing member artwork, organizing in-person meetups. We're gonna get to that one.
Yeah. Maybe the real tentacle monster in your bed is the friends we've made along the way.
Is Cthulhu? Does it mention anything about Cthulhu?
Okay, let me see. Organizing person meetup.
Do a Control F, we'll see.
My inbox. Blah blah. Welcome messages when I join. Okay. Well, see, with your Barra comic, they almost got as many thank you PMs as upvotes. Once I forgot to post a weekend filthy boy Kayayaku, even started afraid to ask if anyone knew me IRL and could check if I was doing okay. As a press time, Control was missing up a while. Watching dozens of users offer aid and comfort to the original poster of the thread. Need help. Full package Futanari. Not doing it for me since wife's cancer diagnosis. Okay, let's check out this one. Area Stoner convinced everyone on TV also stoned. This was from 98. Athens, Georgia.
You don't have to be a stoner to know that.
Yes, Athens, Georgia. In a highly stoned statement made while sitting around watching late night cable TV with his roommates Tuesday, Athens era stoner Dirk Udell announced his conviction that everyone on TV is also stoned. You ever see that HBO series Mr. Show? Those guys are out there, man, said Udell, a part-time record store clerk and occasional drummer for an as-yet unnamed local band. Those guys must get fucked up all the damn time. You can totally tell by just looking at them. I mean it. I don't know what those people are smoking, but like the other night, David, the bald guy comes out and starts dancing around all crazy and shit, and then Bob just looks at him like, "Whoa, man, you are so baked." I was like, "Man," Oodle said, according to Oodle. Among the other TV personalities who are obviously baked out of their minds are David Letterman, the guy who does the voice of Homer Simpson, Seipowitz on NYPD Blue, the cast of Mystery Science Theater 3K, Beavis, Boothead, that one Let's Get Ready to Rumble dude, Howard Stern, that guy on the Maynard's commercials, NTV's Matt Painfield, and the people who come up with the aliens for the original Star Trek series.
Shit.
Wow. Alright. Okay, so
Oh,
let's take...
fuck. That's the wrong article.
Oh boy.
I thought I was, but then fucking I fucked it up. Hang on.
Yeah.
I keep searching for Onion articles, and all it gives me is Gizmodo crap. Give me a minute.
Gizmodo might as well be the Onion at this point.
Why can't I search for these? Let me see.
Ooh, look at this.
What's that? The Onion's first 15,000 years of Quran. What? Is this news from the future?
I believe it. As the mainstream media squanders its journalistic integrity by ignoring a devastating global pandemic, America's finest news source has provided the most insightful, accurate, and truly divisive reporting on COVID-19. CDC urges pregnant to just say no if friend offers the coronavirus. Xi Jinping vows to combat coronavirus by making it illegal to mention within
Say
a week.
no to COVID.
Whoops. He's got the Mulan virus. Yells Don Jr. sent to quarantine area by duct taping garbage bag overhead. Coronavirus fears prompts 200-foot surgical mask to be mounted over docking cruise ship. Health officials warn it is impossible to tell American cruise ship passengers suffering from
Are we allowed to show
coronavirus.
videos from Onion?
I don't really know. Like, that depends if we're gonna get taken down.
I'll post one if you want to figure it out.
Right.
Basically, this is a cop that explains how it feels every day living in fear that someone might record him brutalizing someone.
Oh boy. CDC recommends also wearing face mask on back of head in case coronavirus attacks from rear. Well, it has been recently confirmed that you can somehow get COVID from your ears, so this age well.
I mean, actually, if you want to prevent COVID from the rear, just put a mask on your butt. It's duh.
Yes, a butt plug from Nintendo. That'll work. Yes. Carnival sinks cruise ship rather than letting it fall into coronavirus's clutches. No. Passengers aboard coronavirus cruise ship refused to leave after forming unlikely.
Maybe that's why the Titanic sank. The iceberg was made of coronavirus.
Yes, because that transcend nations and languages. PETA quickly testing coronavirus as a living thing. Ad spots in few small markets. Ha ha ha.
Why do you want to kill one and make the other your pet? Coronavirus is a living thing. I mean, I could totally see him do that.
Yeah. Desperate CDC director walks down the hole of imprisoned diseases for one-on-one talk with avian flu about stopping coronavirus. Oh boy.
Tell me more about the flu, Clarice.
Alright. George Magus succumbs to first ever recorded case of human-to-God coronavirus transmission. Trump holds diplomatic service. Yeah. To Trump.
What is this?
Iran's deputy health minister announces that he has coronavirus and also hemorrhoids, but that's a separate thing that he will deal with on his own.
Okay.
Alright, should we just go ahead and watch the video?
Yeah, let's try it. Hopefully we don't get taken down for reacting to fake news.
Okay.
I feel vulnerable every day. When I'm out on patrol or just walking my beat, it feels like a threatening situation could erupt at any minute. As a police officer, I constantly live in fear that I might be filmed brutalizing a civilian. Just yesterday, I pull over a black couple, and I kept thinking, what if I escalate the situation? And they pull a phone on me, and the footage lands on YouTube. Something like that could end a career in seconds. It's something you know from the time you're a cadet. The slightest civil rights infraction in front of anyone who's looking, and the next thing you know, you're surrounded by cameras and trending on Twitter. No cop should have to worry about that. Practically every precinct I know has somebody serving desk duty, just for acting on deeply rooted prejudices when somebody had a recording device on them. It happened to my partner, and it even happened to our own captain.
Oh my
One day
God,
he's just kicking an unarmed pedestrian in the ribs when all of a sudden people with cameras are everywhere, and then they just start shooting what he was doing, all 6 minutes of it.
Like let's make recording illegal.
Ending up at that desk job. You never know which day of total impunity will be your last, but for a cop, that's just our daily reality.
Yeah, every day we have aggression and we want to beat the shit out of people, but we don't want. But we feel prejudiced because people are recording us. Yeah, it's totally your fault, fuckers, not mine. I'm not racist. You're phone addicted.
Oh boy, should we look at a few more articles, or should we go for the subreddits r8 the Onion?
I mean, we might as well, because, like, people don't sometimes people don't understand, like, how dangerous it is when there's stupid people that believe the Onion to be reality.
Ironically, I ate the Onion. Rockstar announces fixed GTA trilogy by adding microtransactions. Wow. Classic Rockstar. God, it feels like I'm reading an Onion article.
Right, so these are people that caught people in the act reacting to the Onion as if it was real.
Yeah. Ooh. Ace's return really made us motivated. That is true, T-Knock.
Did it freeze, or are you just not scrolling?
I'm responding to Tonyo.
Oh, okay. They fixed the trilogy by adding microtransactions. Like that's just their brand of Band-Aid, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Experience tiles, but
That's an ad.
I had eaten 2 before someone in the comments had pointed us out. To be fair, too many onions these days. Nightmare scenario.
Okay. I can't read that. It's too small.
Ooh. Better?
Alright, let's see. He warns introducing a rent freeze could create a nightmare scenario when landlords will have to sell their extra houses to drive the income down, and then all the poor people would be allowed to own property. Okay, but that's better.
Really?
You do get how that's better, right?
Uh-huh.
That'd be like saying a horrible side effect of a pill would be that you get a 7-inch long erection.
Did I just take a big old bite? I try not to dish anyone.
I try not to
positive, but this motherfucker is a clown. System H. Justin Smollett claims he can't be tried because last night while walking home he was murdered.
I couldn't have committed the crime. I'm innocent because I got murdered yesterday.
Ooh. Emmeline Hunside hustles as a conspiracy theorist. At the same time, bro, are your eyes open,
Yeah,
guys?
Top Texas response.
Guys, this woman and Jeffrey Epstein legit dedicated an entire island to trafficking, molesting, /raping children, and so many higher-ups were involved. Oh man, how are not more people enraged about this? Absolutely insane. To save time, we cliche Maxwell just list.
At the same time, they only list the celebs that didn't visit Epstein.
And it's from Babylon B, another satire site. I mean, honestly, Babylon B is funnier than Onion.
We'll look at that another episode, maybe. We'll consider it for schedule.
Yeah, it depends on how good the Onion episode turns out. Proceeds to fall for post falling.
Teary-eyed Prince Andrew reveals Ghislaine Maxwell groomed him to have sex.
What? This is so sad. Alexa, play God Save the Queen. Did the Prince Andrew reveals?
Wait. The fuck? How does one get groomed to do that?
No clue. Grown ass man. She guided me from. And okay.
The same story.
He's the true victim here. Bless his heart. Classic Prince to bumper story. Really grown-ass man, reality and all this. But she forced you, don't get me wrong, she deserves to go down too, but so does Prince Perry.
We have our onion biter.
Alright, Linus's tech tips is Lambo. After all of these years later, people still actually believe I own a Lamborghini. This dude owns a Lambo and people are willing to give him money.
Yeah, apparently someone on a parody site said Linus from Linus Tech Tips owns a Lamborghini and is fucking loaded.
Ooh. In the cool, misty forest of your mind lurks with the staggering behemoth of your...
That's an ad.
Okay. I can't believe it. 8 years go by and they're still eating the onion. Justin Bieber found to be cleverly disguised 51-year-old pedo. Should we skip this? It's not true, you fucking new shit. It is. Oh, really? Who's the idiot now?
It is true. Well.
Oh, boy.
Wait, did they both... did those both say me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, he just called himself out from 8 years in the future.
Yeah. Funny how this is official, not edited, says OP. DP Inc. official's bio says it's a parody account. Funny how this is official, not edited. We did not animate parts 1 through 5 for you just to skip straight to Stone Ocean.
Yeah, like, Hero Hay looked stupid for reporting on this because he forgot to mention this was a parody account. Yeah, Stone Ocean is a spin-off of JoJo's, I think.
Oh. Centrist friend took a big old bite. So, how bad is this?
Oh, God.
German health minister. We must take large groups of unvaccinated and concentrate them into special camps. The key to fighting the COVID is very simple. Welcome to Australia, ladies and gentlemen.
That's bad if that were real. If that were real, that'd be bad. But, like, a centrist? Why point out they're a centrist? Does that mean all centrists are morons?
I believe. These are funny. We should make more up. I think the budget cuts are affecting the commentators, and they'll get rid of headsets soon because it costs too much to repair them, leaving the commentators with no option but to yell throughout the entire show moving forward. WWE to install electric fence around ringside.
I mean, you want to talk budget cuts? How about make WWE 2K23 a board game? A 3-sided ring?
Yes. Big bite. You've got to be kidding me. This better be not true. It's a British landmark, always will be, and should be remain as Big Ben. Big Ben to be renamed Master Muhammad
Big
from
Ben
2018.
Well, we're getting bombed now.
Oh boy. OMG, I'm speechless, I found one. Brian Kelly's speech to the Notre Dame football players. Do you see this? TheOnion.com says he never actually believed in God. Oh my god, I'm speechless! Nuclear energy page eats the enriched uranium onion.
During decades of disaster, NASA wants to put a nuclear plant on the moon?
That's not true. And apparently, this guy is like, shut your flippin' bios, the AV club first. Shrek is more scientifically accurate than this. Obvious satire.
This is why I don't use Facebook anymore.
Click hold. Taking a stand, an Ohio English teacher has removed all the N-words from Huckleberry Finn and put them into Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. What fucking stand is that to take? A reasonable one. Progress. Click hold.
Okay, I can understand, like, censoring the N-words from one book, but what's the reasoning behind the stance of putting them in another book?
I don't know, because that book's not banned.
I mean, why not just put N-words in the Bible while we're at it?
Yes.
That's an ad.
Yep. Couldn't they just use puppets? Christian Bale gains 450,000 pounds to play Samware and then do a remake. Couldn't they just use puppets or effects or anything else?
Like you have to put on that much weight to play a fucking sandworm?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that money?
You took a screenshot of another post at the sub you suck at reposting. He's right. The potat threads must be real. The comments were even worse. Carl Rittenhouse files defamation suit against Loudmouth, Whoopi Goldberg, and Joy Behar. Lawyer up, girls.
Wait a minute. That name looks familiar, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Rittenhouse, what did he do again?
I think we all do. I think we... I don't want to, get into that. Go to the other SmackDown episode about dank memes if you want to know about Rittenhouse and my take on Rittenhouse. So, yes.
Okay.
Hollywood elites set our laws. Why would elites rush to normalize pedophilia before they're all outed by Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, because if everybody's doing it, you can't arrest the entire country.
The court has already been bought. They've already been held and closed. It means they know me for years.
Oh boy. This is depressing.
Let's move on. Didn't take long. Luke and Owen Wilson recall meeting on the set of the Royal Tenenbaums. But they are brothers. They know each other. They're brothers. They know each other.
That's not how that works.
Yes, father and son. This is what I love to it was removed by the mods.
Probably too much.
Yes.
Wait, Facebook legit marked a picture of an onion as what?
Yes! Yes! They actually fucking did. The same information was checked by a number posed by independent fact checkers.
God. Oh yeah, that's fake news. Look at that picture. That's clearly fake news. We really need to get some sensory on that.
Yes. This is an apple, actually. Why? This is a doctor picture of an onion. We gotta have a picture of an apple. We're CNN.
Are you sure that's not a peach?
I can't breathe.
It was me. I ate the onion. Animal Crossing players after not installing carbon monoxide meters in his village's holiday homes, and it was the OP on Not the Onion. It wasn't the Onion. It was harddrive.net.
Wow.
Yes. Give me an onion.
Yes, it is in fact the Onion. Still falling for this one. She fucked him to death. 480-pound woman charged with involuntary manslaughter of her husband died while performing oral sex. She fucked him to death.
I have several questions.
Yes. I had to Google the article. Here are some additional gems it contained. According to Gaston's lawyer, Iron Gaston liked to insert his head into my client's vagina. Unborf, baby!
Oh my god.
Iron Gaston was also hospitalized last year, only weeks after the couple's honeymoon, after large amounts of fecal matter had entered his lungs during oral anal intercourse, according to a medical report presented in court.
What the shit?
Yes. Alright, Ace, we're actually gonna end the episode with whatever articles you put in here. The Onion stings again.
Alright. Come on, let's see what it says. Babylon B. Okay, so where's the article?
The article... Let me zoom in. Doctors announced they will no longer treat... Whoops! I doxed my...
What's it say?
I doxed to that email. Doctors announced they will no longer treat car accident victims
We'll put a blur on that later.
Victims who didn't wear their seatbelt.
I want to say that's good, but for some reason I feel dirty.
Book. The Terror has 3 pages of people praising the book. Last quote praising it is from The Onion. Try to fit the whole quote.
Wait, where's the Onion?
Where is it? Okay, try to fit the whole quote. The Onion! There it is.
Alright, simple image.
Well, I can't really...
Oh, it's cut off. It's cut off. We need to
There it
find, we need to find a full-size one. Where is it?
Gripping.
Okay.
The book meets out the
Gripping.
one hard lesson after another. Yet its palpable adversities occasionally give way to moments of real beauty and transcendence. It's hard to imagine a more perfectly judged Arctic novel. Scott Tobias from The Onion.
Sounds like a review full of gibberish. Like when that episode Dawn on the blog where the puppies were sleeping on the keyboard. But fortunately, everything at Fosirja work will no Weepo riff. What the?
He really did eat it. Jeff thinks windmills are fans of cause wind.
April 1st, enough with the wind already. What?
Enough of the wind. Enough of the wind.
Yes. Oh boy. What is the point though? KitchenAid releases new 80-pound stainless steel block for taking up counter space.
I mean,
What is the point of
pretty
that?
much the same thing everything else in your kitchen does.
It's taking up counter space. It says it right there. Yeah, what's the point? Like, if you have too much counter space, just will use some of it.
I mean, we have one of those. It's called a blender.
Alright. Okay. No, not my favorite judge!
And that's the same one.
There is nothing in the MSM/TV that
Order.
hates this occurred. I have been watching it for over an hour and it would be a huge deal.
So, the judge in that person's case calls for order in the court and fires an AR-15 in the ceiling.
Are there
Okay,
any vote that
I
Democrats
would
can't
believe
steal?
that.
Can't steal. Is there any vote that Democrats can't steal?
Okay, what? Okay, I'm curious. What is that?
If you're looking for an image, it was probably.
If you're looking for an image, it was probably. Oh no! I guess the Democrats stole it.
Yes. I am glad I got a PS5 in light of recent news. End of an era. Sony just announced they're stopping production of the PS5. Look at this. I finally got one, and I'm glad they did my news. As it is, it keeps saying they're going to deliver.
Oh, on. I mean, did they start production? Like with the lack of them, I feel like they did.
They didn't. Okay, don't put anything.
It wouldn't surprise me if it did, though.
Don't put anything past the
No,
fucking failed Dems. Haha. Prosecutors find mail-in jury votes after 8 a.m. Rittenhouse no guilty.
Wow! 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 Did I mention wow?
There is no fucking awake. There is no fooling awake. They've destroyed the entire article with facts and logic. Man, okay. Man waking up from 25-year coma is really pumped that The Simpsons is still on. This is fake news. Anyone who was in a coma for that long would have stories all over the internet. Sure, it may not be the top of the list, but medical journals and associations certainly have published articles about him. I love The Simpsons too, but this article is just one of the confusing mixed signal message about the longevity of American classic. Nah, it's real. They didn't report on it because nothing really happened. It was just lying there. It doesn't really make for a good headline. Man, coma still in coma because I'm on a hard drive for producing another piece of hard-hitting journalism focused on the everyman and not just pictures of what Kim Kardashian was wearing last night, which new diseases are potentially lethal. More coma stories about The Simpsons, please.
Yeah, if we had more of that on the news, then maybe I'd actually watch fucking TV again.
Ooh.
That's all, dude.
Alrighty, so we're 56 minutes in. Let's look at a few more articles to finish this off. Cinerama blames closure on more viewers watching to choose movies from own geodesic domes.
Choosing to watch movies in their own geodesic domes. Yeah, like, who needs to watch movies in a geodesic dome when you can build one yourself?
Yes. Los Angeles. In a statement touching on the rapidly changing realities of the industry landscape, theater chain Cinerama blamed its impending closure this week on more viewers watching to choose movies in their own geodesic dome. Sad day, but ultimately many of our customers have decided that they could get the same experience watching from the concrete geodesic dome in their own home. Read a press release from the Pacific Theater's president, Peter Gross. Back in the 60s, it was rare to find a single household that could even afford a small geodesic movie theater attached to their nuclear living room, let alone one that could rival Cinerama for the sheer number of hexagons and pentagons incorporated into its design. Although, most houses have at least 2 geodesic domes. The kids are watching Pixar films in their bedroom geodesic dome, while the mom and dad are watching the latest on-screen contenders in their own. How are we supposed to compete with that? Bruce concluded that he should have seen the writing on the wall decades ago when he saw the number of numbers with geodesic domes adorned with life-size Shrek, Spider-Man, and Minion statues. Haha.
Wow.
Alright.
That is
Oh,
insane.
yeah,
Do that one
right.
about abortion.
Should we look at the article to end this? Because we're almost an hour in.
Alright, okay, what article, let me find one here. Alright, let's see, how do I search the, okay, how does one search The Onion? The search buttons don't work. That's what I want to know.
I'm gonna.
Alright, you're dying right now. As you scroll through these videos, you're dying. Well, that's not what I wanted. What's next?
Is it called abortion laws in every state?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to...
Let's find our state.
Alright, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Alright.
Abortion laws in every state.
Alright.
Let's
see if they label the states or if it's just a random thing. Oh, it's a video. No, it's not a video. It's a picture of a state and then just one line each.
Alabama, basically what you already assume. Abortion legal up to 15 weeks after swimming up. River to spawn. No one who lives in Arizona is young enough to give birth.
Wow.
Criminalized to prevent this.
Doesn't Giant Animations live in Arizona?
Yes. Criminalized to protect... Sorry, ticks. Jaden is too old.
Oh my god.
Criminalized to protect the sanctity of
rape.
rape. Abortions can only be performed at a licensed wellness center by a
Because
trained
rape is a
domestic.
sacred
Colorado, legally, both medically and recreationally. Accessible because it worked too hard to get Katie into Yale. Whoops, drove right past it, might as well get an abortion in New Jersey. Abortions are primarily carried out by the Fig Thunder Mountain Railroad ride at Disney World. Too close to
Fitting.
home. Woman also allowed to kill fetus if done while suicide bombing Planned Parenthood.
Okay then.
Though broadly legal, it is against the law to administer abortions by throwing women into a volcano. Abortions are illegal unless the Great Potato gives express permission. Abortion is one of the few things in Illinois
The
that
great
doesn't-
potato rises out of the potato field, flies in the air, and gives toys to the good children.
Yes. Abortion is one of the few things in Illinois that doesn't really make sense to get done for cheaper in Indiana. Agreeable.
Indiana.
State law requires an ultrasound to be projected at the Jumbotron runs at all major sporting events before terminating the pregnancy.
So basically public shame. Okay.
Yeah. Every 30 seconds, a new law is passed attempting to ban abortion in the state.
Wow.
Sure. Mass closures of abortion clinics in the state have deprived thousands of women of not only life-saving medical care, but also one of the few things to do on the weekend here.
Right.
Kentucky. Mandatory waiting period of 9 months.
So, no.
Yeah. You don't want to know. Louisiana.
It's a boot.
Yes, abortion is only allowed in severe cases wherein the fetus becomes overcooked in rhubarb.
We
Legal-
gotta make it golden brown and then season it with black pepper.
Legal and free for all congressional aides.
The best kind of AIDS.
Yes. Hey, you fucking come here and say you don't, and say you want to get an abortion in Massachusetts. Face, you fucking prick. It's permitted, but fuck off.
Alright, do your worst, Michigan.
The question of abortion is still being decided by Michigan's top militias.
I don't believe
So,
it. I
gunshot
totally
abortion.
approve this.
Okay.
Free.
Abortion's ban for fetus is not fully flawed.
Fully thought. Oh, you can't get a frozen abortion. Okay.
Pregnant mothers must wait 9 months to let the state's bloodshot healthcare system kill the baby. Ha ha ha, Mississippi poor.
At least they can't blame it on Mississippi.
Yes. And mandatory shaming by licensed position. Montana. Abortion is heavily restricted, but women are welcome
More shaming! Of course.
welcome to release their delivered infants to roam free in Yellowstone National Park.
Isn't that the one with Old Faithful?
Yeah. Abortions are only permitted if the patient agrees
Oh,
to the
boy.
fetus being suspended in a jar of formaldehyde and put on display in a roadside attraction.
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
Oh my god.
Only legal in an event slot
Okay,
machine
Vegas.
lands on 3 coat hanger icons.
Good news, Derek Savage.
Abortion is consistently ranked as one of the best fall activities in the state. Available for fetuses who just couldn't cut in New York.
Okay.
New Mexico. Pregnant women required to give birth to themselves during whatever that word is before abortion.
I think it's like the cactuses, or maybe.
Legal, but it was way cooler in the
New York.
70s.
Damn straight.
State legislators were so busy trying to keep trans people out of bathrooms, they completely forgot to ban Abortion. Ha 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 ha.
Congress. It's the opposite of progress. Laugh, damn it.
Often overlooked due to the lack of remarkable features, North Dakota boasts a flowering abortion sector, including 15,372 abortion sites and billions of pregnancies terminated per year.
What happened in North Dakota stays in North
Ohio,
Dakota.
just keep driving for tonight.
You hear that, Chris?
Although that has been struck down by the courts, the state has repeatedly tried to pass laws making an abortion as an act of international terrorism.
Wow. And they said furries were bad?
The state allows both abortions and euthanasia, proving the argument that such laws are a slippery slope to allowing people to make their own choices. Haha.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Abortions are allowed, but only on Tuesdays between 4 and 4:15 p.m.
Happy hour.
The state is unfortunately too small to accommodate an abortion clinic.
Then it's too small to have birth.
Abortion is illegal if the doctor performs an ultrasound and detects a heartbeat anywhere in the room.
Bleh.
South Dakota. Abortion is heavily restricted with limited exceptions if the life of a man's property is in danger.
The life of a property? I have several questions. We don't have time for them. Next.
Only legal in cases that can inspire a hit country song. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Sweet home abortion, baby.
Whoops, we gotta go.
Texas.
Where were we? 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 Where? Fuck.
What happened?
I actually clicked on the image and I thought I was gonna do this again, but apparently no. Island, South Carolina. Okay.
Don't worry. Just move on to Texas. Texas is the next one.
Alright. Women who receive an abortion will be given a 2-hour head start.
On what?
I don't know. Only legal in the event that caffeine used by the mother will result in grave birth defects.
So all of them.
Yeah. Utah. Bernie Sanders personally comes to your house and gives not just you, but everyone in your family an abortion.
That's Vermont.
Vermont. Virginia. Freely available or punishable by death, depending on what county you're in. Washington.
Makes sense.
If it keeps you on the Amazon production line, it's legal, baby. Washington, Amazon. Funny joke.
Yeah, anything to keep you making it $17 an hour.
Yes. Women don't get pregnant here no more. Something in the water. To turn to frickin' frogs gay? Who knows?
Next?
Doctors may perform abortions if they testify they were too drunk to legally remember doing it. And
If you're too drunk to remember getting an abortion, you're too drunk to be a doctor.
And finally, the state that no one cares about, the -2 population state. There are no reproductive laws on the books whatsoever, as in Wyoming, women are still legally considered livestock.
Can I keep one as a pet?
No. Sex slaves are apparently not legal in Wyoming. So...
What? Why?
Literally 1984. So... Alright, Alright, we're done. This was The Onion. And I think that this was kind of funny. We might check out Babylon Bee, we might check out Hard Drive. We don't really know yet. It depends on how fondly we look back at this one. Okay, next time we're actually gonna be doing robots. in movies, in TV, and in real life.
Yes.
All
And
right.
the next Raw will have a battleship, I think.
Yeah, Battleship. Me versus Tonyo. Best of 4. And
If he shows up.
Yeah, if he shows up. And Armageddon, as you know at this point, is on the 18th. On the YRC Live Show channel.
Yep, that about covers it.
Alright, that about covers it. And now that you know what to look forward to, let's end the
Bye-bye.
stream.